Not bad for being quite literally full of shit. What the frick is up, guys? Jaden back here with another frickin' video. It is currently April 18th, 5:55 in the AM. Meal number one has already been eaten, which consisted of 90 grams raw weight rice, which I cooked obviously, and 100 grams of chicken leg, really 70, but that's the equivalent in chronometer, and then a little bit of salt. No, none of the usual oregano today because we're out. It's a freaking shame. But that said, meal number one's eaten. I'm feeling a little bit satiated, a bit tired. Sleep wasn't the best last night, but I had some assignments to catch up on. It is what it is. Still was able to get in bed at a reasonable time and be in bed for a full 8 hours. Just didn't quite fall asleep. But morning weight 173.4, a bit higher than yesterday, but I am backed up in every sense of the word. TMI, that's enough information. You guys get the drill. And so hopefully we're still on track. I think we're still on track. That's still, like basically the second lowest weight I've ever been in the morning. And everything considered, it's freaking good. Physique wise, not bad. Not quite as lean as we were yesterday, but again, holding on to a bit of water and stuff, so I'm not worried. And that said, 90 minutes of freaking cardio is next on the itinerary. So, going to go do that. Shouldn't be so bad. Bit of studying to do, bit of reading to do. We'll do the usual, get some of that done while we're on the freaking bike. And then afterwards, today, if you saw yesterday's video, you know what's up, but not only is it legs, the gym that I'm used to uh, utilizing for my leg days is no longer freaking open uh, on Fridays for today. It's just a daily thing, but that's gonna have an effect on obviously the leg day, right? So I'm gonna have to find alternatives to the exercises that I normally do. Not only do I need exercise alternatives, but in the rare but damned case that someone is riding the bike at my usual location, I do not have any other place to freaking get another bike because, where I usually pull up, the big gym is closed. And so I probably should have woken up a little bit earlier today. I didn't. But, that said, I'm crossing my fingers and freaking dotting my I's. I don't think that's the right expression there, but I'm hoping, dearly hoping, that someone else has not taken the bike. If they have, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even want to think about that. So, that said, nothing too much more to say. Past few days have been good, consistent. That's what matters. Meals have been eaten consistently. I've been enjoying my checks. I got to think about that because the thing about checks is that it's not very high in fiber. Now it's not actually any lower in fiber than say like white rice, but it is then other options I used to eat in place of it, like bagel, for example, which actually has a bit of fiber in it. And so I don't know, but the gut's been feeling good. Gut has been lean recently. I don't think as bloated as when I was eating a lot of gluten, and so we are still continuing largely with the gluten cutout. And I'm gonna keep that up for at least a few more days, potentially a few more weeks, if I feel that it actually is making a difference, which I think it might be. Same with milk. I had a bit of skim milk last night, but for the most part, I've been keeping the actual lactose, milk included milk. That makes no sense. Milk with lactose to a minimum. So lactate, oat milk. I'm not usually a fan of like oat milk and stuff, but they have some pretty low processed one here, which just has like oats water, some guar gum, which isn't the best, but could be worse. And that's basically it. So if you don't know, that's like a thickener. But yeah, not bad. So we'll see. Maybe I'll try something else out today with the checks. Who knows? But that said, I'm excited for that meal number two, which is always a delight. So I'm gonna end it here. Let's go freaking smash this cardio, and I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, bit of a unique situation today because we're in a new location. By that I mean the bathroom
was less appealing than the freaking posing room, which happens to be open right now. So we're using this post cardio check-in. 90 minutes have been freaking conquered as per usual. Let's see what's going on. Morning weight 173. Yeah, waist is definitely leaning out. Look at that. Check out these wheels. If we can get a bit better angle on those, yeah. Here we go. Not bad. Yeah. All right, well, that's that. Definitely leaning out a little bit, as we should be. I think it is day, what, 78? 78 of the cut, so we are approaching that 90-day mark, 3 months. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna cut it here, get a few meals in, and I'll see you guys for freaking legs in a similar location in about 5 or 6 hours.
All right. So it is 1:28. About 5 hours have passed or so since freaking cardio, and yeah, started the leg day. And as you can see, different location. Okay, so main gym is closed, like I said it would be, and so we're here where we normally hit our upper body days and doing some squats. It's a little bit different. It's been a minute. I'm a bit apprehensive, to be honest. I haven't squatted in a second, but in addition, we're doing extreme levels of heel elevation today. So I have the squat shoes on, which I normally hack squat with, plus a plate. So it's going to be hack or squat shoes, which already elevate your heels, plus more heel elevation from the plate. And so this is about as quad biased as you can get in a freaking squat position. For it's just absurd, right? So I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to hope to get above 5, and then we'll go from there. So first set, already warmed up. This should be good. Okay. Oh man, it's only 225, but fuck, when you elevate your heels like that, it's all quad. All right, we'll do a few more of those. That's good. Whew, I feel like I'm about to pass out. All right, I gave myself a good 4 minutes after that set because I had freaking blood rushing to my ears. It was so intense, but we'll do another one. Hopefully, same rep range. Keep it tidy. We'll be good. All right, clips are on. Let's get it. Okay. Oh. Whew. That was solid. Thinking one more. All right, switch it up. Okay, I was originally gonna follow up those squats with some RDLs or something, some Romanian deadlifts for the hamstrings, but I'm so fatigued, so it's gonna stick to some lying leg curls and then superset that with a bit of extended leg machine, freaking calf extensions or whatever. So I'm gonna warm up and we'll do that.
Okay. Whew. Definitely have to wait a little bit, but still solid. Back to hams. All right, back to calves. Might be a little bit heavy, but we'll try this out. Actually, tad lighter. Okay. All right, let's do two more of each, finish it up, and bring you guys along for the last exercise. Some more quad, I think. muted during that last set, but it was just a bunch of grunting and freaking groaning at the intensity I was putting out, if you couldn't tell. But bit of a different situation for leg day posing because the usual place again is taken, and there's some mirrors in the gym, but I didn't want to disrupt people getting their freaking workout in, right? So we're just where we normally pose for upper body day, but hopefully you guys can see what's going on still. So let me here's what I'll do. Tilt this up just slightly, and then that should be pretty much golden. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh yeah. Yeah, we are freaking full. Pumped up as ever. Oh, of your leg. Whew. Yeah, I think you guys can see that pretty damn well. Oh yeah. Yeah, guys, my legs have certainly not completely fallen off the wagon during this cut. We have retained quite a bit of muscle, and I think, personally, built some, if I dare say. God, this freaking underwear. God, this is how much weight I've lost, man. The freaking underwear doesn't fit anymore. I mean, these were always big, but never this big. Ugh. Get the guns out a little bit. Yeah, not so shabby. See if we can get an ab shot, maybe. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'll try. Okay, I'll do a rear shot as well. Finish it off. Okay. Alright, guys. Bit of a tough angle, but honestly, the lighting here I think is better than where it normally is when I freaking hit legs. And look at these arms, guys. I didn't even I didn't even hit upper body, but the freaking arm pump is outrageous. So, if you guys didn't know, if you aren't following the freaking Insta, I don't know why you wouldn't be. Pre-workout for today was 75 grams of freaking Rice Krispie cereal. So, not so shabby if I do say so myself. And I'm freaking feeling it. Either way, this pump is nothing to be freaking ashamed of. I wonder if I can even get this. There we go. This might be a bit better. You guys can really see a bit of a more realistic angle how these legs are looking, but yeah, not so freaking bad if I do say so myself. How about that? Still working on the calves, obviously, but they are 100% bigger by the freaking day, and so I really can't complain. Just a matter of time until we lean out, and when we get especially lean, guys, I store so much freaking fat in my legs in case you couldn't tell. Look, when those first few veins start coming out on the freaking inner thigh and the calves, it's gonna be gnarly. I cannot wait. So, without further ado, I always gotta freaking catch my breath after these workouts when I'm doing these reviews, but I got a meal to catch. Might be late, so I'm gonna run out of here as fast as possible, and I'll catch you guys next freaking session. Peace.